Hello students, today we are going to move for the next lecture, that is climatic factor temperature. Today we are going to focus on the temperature as a climatic factor. Now as we know that this is nothing but the abiotic factor, and as it is abiotic, it produces a enormous number of effects on plants and animals. Not only plants and animal, microorganism also shows influence of the temperature. So change in temperature can affect the activity of animals as well as plants. Now what is temperature? Temperature is a physical quantity that expresses hot and cold. Suppose we touch something, and as we touch we can say that this particular thing is cold or hot. So that is nothing but the temperature. Temperature is degree of hotness or coldness measured on definite scale. For example, if we touch the marble during the winter season, we can say that it is cold, and if we touch the iron during the summer season, which is kept in sun, hot. So this cold, hot, that is nothing but the temperature, and it is nothing but the physical quantity of measurement. So temperature is an objective measurement of how hot or cold an object is. These three are the same definitions of the temperature. Temperature is one of the essential changeable environmental factor. So we know that as the season will appears, the temperature will change. Say for example, during the rainy season, temperature is variable. During the winter season, temperature is cold. During the summer season, temperature is high. So this is nothing but the changeable environmental factor measured in thermometer as Fahrenheit, Celsius or Kelvin. These are nothing but the scale, we can say, which we can use for the measurement. Thermometer we can use, and in thermometer either we can use Fahrenheit, Celsius or Kelvin. Now 1 Celsius is equal to 33.8 Fahrenheit. Means if we can say the conversion of Celsius to Fahrenheit, we can say that 1 Celsius is nothing but the 33.8 Fahrenheit, or 1 Celsius is equal to 274.25 Kelvin. So that these two are nothing but the measurement or scale of the temperature. Now as we look at the earth, we can say that there is a different types of zones. Depending on the temperature, there is a different types of zone. So on the top you can see there is a Arctic zone, and again at the below you can see there is a Arctic zone. These are the two poles, South Pole and North Pole. So these are the two poles having very low temperature throughout the year. So these are the pole region. After pole region, you can observe that there is a temperate zone. This temperate zone is having a very less amount of temperature. That's why it is temperate zone. And in between these two temperate zone, you can observe the tropical zone, where the temperature is somewhat normal. There is no very cold, no very hot condition is there, and that's why they are the tropical zone. Now as we know that these are nothing but the different temperature scales on the earth. At the pole there is very low temperature, in temperate zone there is lower temperature again, and in tropical zone the normal temperature is there. So these are nothing but the zones of the earth, depends on the temperature. Now again these are nothing but the zone. You can observe the India. India is under the tropical zone. That's why we can observe the three different types of seasons in India also. So we Indian are belongs to tropical zone. Not only Indians, you can see the range is there. This is nothing but the tropical zone. Again here you can get the temperature of different temperature scale you can observe. Say for example, India mostly we have a moderate temperature. So normal life activities go on smoothly at a specific temperature or at a specific range of temperature. This is called optimum temperature. Say for example 35 to 25 to 40. This is nothing but the optimum temperature. During this temperature, maximum activities can be done by human being and other organism also. So this is the optimum temperature where we can do the normal life activities. Say for example, go outside to the market. All these things can perform during the normal temperature. If the temperature is very low, we can reduce these particular activities. Not only this activity, animal and plants, not only animals and plants, microorganisms also having the particular temperature requirement, and that particular temperature requirement for the different activity is known as optimum temperature. The organism which can tolerate very large fluctuations in temperature are called eurythermal animals. So again we can say that there is different types of animals, organisms. For example, cyclops, toads, wall lizard, grass, snakes, bamboo and other some plants are there. They can tolerate the different number of temperatures and they are known as eurythermal organism. On the other hand, some organisms are there, they cannot tolerate large variations. They can require a particular temperature and they are known as stenothermal organism. So, eurythermal and stenothermal, these are the two types of organism depending on the requirement of temperature. In organism, all metabolic processes are necessary for life starts at certain minimum temperature and increase with rise in temperature until they reach maximum level at a temperature called optimum temperature. In simple language, we can say that optimum temperature is the temperature where all the organisms can perform their routine activity. वी कॉल्ड इट ॲज अ ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर. साध्या भाषेत सांगायचं तर असं वातावरण, असं टेम्परेचर ज्या टेम्परेचरमध्ये आपण आपल्या रेग्युलर ॲक्टिव्हिटीज चांगल्या प्रकारे करू शकतो, अशा टेम्परेचरला आपण ऑप्टिमम टेम्परेचर असं म्हणू शकतो. नाउ मूव्हिंग टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट, दॅट इज इफेक्ट ऑफ टेम्परेचर. व्हॉट आर द डिफरंट इफेक्ट ऑफ टेम्परेचर? Effect of temperature is on behavior, then it is on metabolism, then there we can observe the temperature effect on the reproduction, then ontogenic development like embryonic development or blastogenesis, etc. So these are nothing but the effect of temperature, and also the effect of temperature is on death of the organism. Now again we can go to the discuss effect of temperature. The first, temperature and cell. So obviously temperature plays an important role in a growth of cell, on development of cell. Temperature and metabolism, temperature and reproduction, temperature and sex ratio, temperature and ontogenic development, temperature and growth, temperature and coloration, temperature and morphology, temperature and cyclomorphosis, temperature and animal behavior, temperature and animal distribution, temperature and moisture. So these are nothing but the different types of temperature effect. One by one we are going to discuss this effect in next lecture.